The 90 Day Fiancé franchise isn't always the best environment for a budding relationship, and not all couples do well while filming the series. Producers are often trying to create compelling content, not successful marriages, and their priorities lie with viewers, not with the cast members. Some 90 Day Fiancé couples can make it work regardless of the cameras, but others needed to be away from the spotlight for their relationships to actually thrive. The primary goal of 90 Day Fiancé shows and spin-offs is to be entertaining to viewers. Essentially, this means that there can only be happy couples in stable relationships. Instead, there has to be drama and conflict to keep fans tuning in, and not all couples can keep it together when dealing with that kind of pressure. Certain couples came across as toxic, bland, and unconvincing on the show. Alas, in real life, they've proven to be very different. There's no denying that many of their relationships were hindered because they were being filmed. But after the camera crews packed up and went home for good, these couples could finally breathe easy and focus on each other. On 90 Day Fiancé Season 7, Blake and Jasmine's goals and personalities couldn't be more different, displaying little to no chemistry on TV. Jasmine didn't even appear to like Blake at all, and it was shocking to many viewers that they actually got married. On social media, however, they seem like a loving and supportive couple. The environment of the show may have been stifling to their relationship, and once the cameras were off, they had room to breathe and their connection could grow. These two are another couple whose relationship on the show was somewhat questionable. Aziza came off as cold and aloof, and Mike's family didn't trust her. She wasn't able to advocate for herself very well and seemed almost scared most of the time. After the show, though, Aziza and Mike have been thriving. They have a daughter together and, on social media, they're all smiles, unlike how they were on the show. Whether they couldn't get used to being filmed or they just needed more time together, it wasn't until after the show that their relationship really took off. Throughout 90 Day Fiancé Season 5 and multiple seasons of Happily Ever After, Andre, Libby, and her family always seemed to be fighting. On several occasions, they got into screaming matches and Andre even threw down with Libby's brother, Charlie. Alas, that couldn't be farther from how the couple seems to be outside of the show. On Instagram, they seem like devoted, loving parents of their daughter. In fact, the whole family looks like they get along better. Truth be told, Anna and Mersel were as awkward as they came on 90 Day Fiancé Season 7. The couple relied on a translator app because they didn't speak each other's languages, and Anna's boys actively disliked Mersel and wanted him to leave. Mersel didn't even tell his family that his fiancé had children from a previous relationship, and there was overall a lot of drama between them on the show. However, now that they're off the show, Anna and Mersel are thriving. They own a successful business together and are expecting a child via surrogate, and it looks like they're living a good life. It turns out that it wasn't until the cameras were off that this couple's relationship really bloomed. There was a lot of tension between Alina and Steven on the show. Alina found out bad information about Steven, and it was clear producers cared more about dramatic content than keeping their relationship together. There was so much friction that viewers were surprised Alina would agree to marry Steven. Fans were betting their marriage would quickly crumble, but they've made it work and seem happier than ever. Even Alina's mom appears to be on board now. Being constantly filmed and prodded by 90 Day Fiancé producers certainly creates a pressure cooker environment that is hard for certain couples to navigate. Though these couples appear to be incompatible and toxic on the show, after filming wrapped, they settled into their relationships and proved that their connection was real after all.